Yes.
Okay. Got some of these good noodles,
Yes, we do.
but it wasn't as good as that food was last Saturday.
That's true. That was awesome. I had
Yeah.
an awesome time.
I'm glad. Hi, I'm Elmer.
And I'm Vanita.
I want to welcome you to Front Porch Friday. We were going to do a fireplace Friday, but with the weather being as nice as it is today, we're going to do a Front Porch Friday. So
Yes.
can't wait till we get back out to actually doing these. So what me and Vanita were talking about was we actually got a chance to go to our winter field day with our amateur radio club, the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club. Shout out to Pat and the guys there for hosting a great winter field day. Even the fact that it was raining, we were sheltered. We were kind of in the inside of an outdoor structure, just because of the rain and the how do I say it, the frequency of it, or the downpours that were happening. So
Yes.
wasn't be friendly to amateur radio equipment. Of course, I made a contact in Texas, and you made one in Arizona,
Yes, all the way in Arizona.
and all without a cell phone.
It's exciting.
You know, and it was on the 40 meter band, which gives a good idea of if the grid is down, communications is down. Would you be comfortable with the folks that are your amateur radio club, that are your neighbors? It gives you a lot of things to think about, that your compatibility. You know, you may be in a good situation where you're, how do I say this? You know, you're friendly on good terms when times are good. But if it was in the bad times, could you work together? Could you set things up? Could you get things going?
Could you trust them?
And could you
Yes.
trust them? You know, so, you know, it's a good thing because amateur radio operators, we kind of prep and plan for this all the time. We do our
Yes.
field days, doing nets, being active in Skywarn, and I think you set in on a couple of Skywarn nets.
I did.
You know, and the fact that the Skywarn, you have to be coordinated. You have to be able to report what you're seeing, how you're seeing it, and the amount that you're seeing. Or if you actually see a funnel cloud or a tornado on the ground, because that's what they use to get the efforts out there.
Yes.
And of course, with everything that's going on in the world today, you've seen what was talked about last night on the news.
Yes.
You know, get your ham radio license. I'm a big advocate of the hobby. I enjoy my ham radio license. I enjoy getting out there. I have one in our in the Jeep. We have one at. I have one I carry in my bag all the time, and I think you could tell. Sometimes you wonder why I bring it.
Yes.
You know, but the nice thing is, even if you go into the store, you got your ham radio, your cell phones go down, you can turn on and call home with your license class, and you have a ham radio, or have a ham radio operator, it's a neighbor, and get the message, hey, I'm on my way home, or hey, everything okay there, checking in. It's one of those things that you can get, and
That's true, because I've been studying, well, kind of not so studying, but after last Saturday, I've been studying a lot more. I do want to go ahead and get my license.
And if you're maybe have older family members, or maybe family members that don't want to get their license, maybe they're not tech savvy or whatever, get a GMRS radio.
Yes.
The licenses are $35. I think they've lowered it down to, it used to be $70. I think they lowered it to $75. I mean
Okay.
$35.
Okay.
And it covers the whole license class of the family. So, like a ham radio like me, operator like me, has GMRS. So, what you could do is you can turn on radio me on ham radio. I can radio the neighbors, or the neighbors who have the GMRS radios, or the family radio systems, which is a low power version of those. Could actually talk to me, and I could get the message out to somebody because of my class of license.
That's right.
I could try and make a contact to your family member in Texas to say, hey, come to Ohio if there's a hurricane. And you've seen that where hurricanes have knocked out communications down Texas, Florida,
Absolutely.
and the Panhandle, and ham radio operators have reached through message relays up here to get the message through to the family. Yeah, it's kind of odd flies in February. It really is.
Yeah.
But that's just a little something that we were talking about, wanted to get out here on Front Porch Friday to do. If we had this weather during winter field day, I think we'd have been outside. And of course, I'd have brought my little wood stove, and we'd had a real ball.
Oh yes, yes.
So, with that, kind of.
Your noodles.
Oh yeah, this is another little disaster prep food that, honestly, if you're at Winterfield Day, you want to decide to go operating, you can cook this on basically on one of those little portable stoves and cook it. The ramen noodles. They're not the healthiest option, but they're food.
Yeah.
The good thing is they do give you salt, they do give you protein, and they do give you a little bit of fiber, but honestly, they're not the healthiest, but they'll get by in a pinch.
Oh yeah, they're in our emergency food kit. So because they're dry and they store for a long time, and if you need them for an emergency, hey, you got something to eat.
Right. And with that, I think that's about it, really.
When we were kids, we called them oodles and noodles, or was that another brand?
That was just another brand.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oodles and Noodles, I think, was the one that you took and put water in, and they just kind of cooked themselves
Oh, okay.
in the microwave. So, with that, I'm going to say stay healthy and stay
And stay
blessed.
blessed.
Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe, and I think that's it.
That's it. Bye, you guys.
Bye.